So today I would like to speak about these two specific terms. They're called vitakka and vicāra. So we know like it's very important jhana factors, first jhana factors, and in second jhana these things need to be let go of. So what are they? Usual translations of vitakka vicāra, it's applied thoughts and sustained thoughts. So like when you apply your mind to something and kind of hold your mind to your object of meditation. So, but would it be interesting to have some research how this term translated in the suttas and in later literature, like, and what kind of the development of these words, vitakka and corresponding verb, like, and vicāra, same. So first, if you just search, like, the best tool for this, it's we have a digital Pali reader, and you can search there in Pali, and like there are other tools such in English. But now we want to figure out the meaning of Pali words. So first we search for vitakka, and there are several occasions. Just maybe I mentioned a few of them. So in Madhupindika Sutta, it says, whatever person feel, that one he perceive. Whatever he perceive, that one the word vitakka, he think. So in this context, vitakketi, it's a verb, means think. Whatever he perceive, that one he think. Whatever he think, that he proliferate, or mentally make it bigger. So it's a tendency how from contact, from passa, we start to proliferate something in our mind. So here vitakka clearly means just thinking process. So whatever I think in the mind. Another sutta, Vitakka Santana Sutta, like in the name of the sutta already the word vitakka. Yeah? So, and the sentence is, whatever thought I would like to think, that thoughts I will think. And whatever thoughts I don't like to think, that thoughts I will not think. So again here vitakka and vitakketi in direct meaning to think. Just to make any activity in the mind, like thinking process. So another occasions, maybe in Anguttara Nikāya. So it says that that I'm a monk, and whatever thoughts associated with sensuality, if I would think, or thoughts associated with ill will or with harming other beings, so on that occasion, if other beings, or if other like devas or people with spiritual faculties, if they would see my mind, it would be very embarrassing for me. Like I'm a monk, and like people would know from me that like I'm not doing actually monk work. So this is sutta about three kind of governing forces or refuge. You can have refuge in oneself, you can have refuge in others, or in the Dhamma. So these three aspects. So again, like put aside the context, the word vitakka or vitakketi means think. So this is, and I can go on and on, like the word vitakka in the Sutta Pitaka means thinking, just like thinking process, like direct meaning, like application, like whatever thought activity happening, this kind of vitakka. So then we can search vicāra. What is vicāra in the Sutta Pitaka? And we can find more practical meaning in Vinaya. Especially, it's very good advice for study Pali. If like we want to know meaning of the word in practical context, we need to go to Vinaya. Because in Sutta we can see more figurative sense, like how we do in the mind or what we do in terms of Dhamma. But in Vinaya it's like more practical things, like all these kind of daily life related things, practical things. And the sentences, it's about katina rope. You all know about katina, yeah? So monks have to make, from clothes, they have to make a rope in katina day. So, and they say, like, the person who received katina rope, he first wash clothes, then he clean clothes, and then he vicāreti. So what is vicāreti? He planned, he managed, and then he cut. So before cut, he need to manage. He need to measure and arrange, okay, I can cut this bit or this bit. So he kind of managing things or planning things. And then he sew, he dye, and make it suitable. So all this process described. Another occasions in Majjhima Nikāya, it's about Bhakulatera. So it was very inspiring for other monks, and there was many incident kind of where he behaved properly, and then the monks say, oh, this is a good quality of this Tera, please remember him. So in the few of the qualities, he says that I never, again, vicāreti, in this case it's arranged or planned, rope making from another monk. So he never asked another monk to kind of, oh, please make rope for me, or please let us make together rope, or something. So he was kind of content and satisfied with whatever he get. He never planned or managed any kind of this activity. And also he never planned and managed any massage from another monk. So he have a pain in the body and please come to me and give a massage. So he never did these kind of things. So in this case, the word vicāra means kind of planning, arranging, or like make something happen. And another occasion in Sutta Nipata, the sentence is like, what bound the world? So what things bound the world, and what cause world to go? So here again, vicāreti. But here, in more literal sense, it means cause to go, because like the word chara means go. Vicāra means like cause to go something. So what cause to go word? So what's the leading force of the word in another way? And the answer is enjoyment or pleasure. It's a boundage of the word. And the thinking, it's a cause word to go. So like vitakka is vicāra, cause word to go. So here also meaning little bit different. It's not planning, it's not managing, but it's more literal. It's like cause something to go. But in another way, we can say that if I cause something to go, I kind of manage it. I plan in it. So we can see some similarity there at least. And the most direct evidence in Chula Vedala Sutta is have both this vitakka and vicāra. And he say, whatever person think and planned before, then afterwards he can break into words. So that's why vitakka and vicāra, it's vaci sankara, it's a verbal formation. So it doesn't mean that vitakka vicāra, it's a word. It means like what come behind the words. So first I think about something, then I plan it in my mind, and then I come to words. It's not necessary, sometimes I keep quiet, but whatever I like come from my words, come from my mind. There's no other way. So, long story short, we can say, if we follow in sutta meaning, vitakka, its example would be, if anapanasati, I say, this breath is long, this breath is short. So I just noticed in my mind, it's not that thinking what I'm thinking about my mother, or I'm thinking about, if it's not metta meditation, of course, maybe. So, or I'm thinking about some destructive thoughts. So it's not that kind of vitakka. But it's exactly thoughts like noticing or mental process what happening related to meditation. So I noticed, okay, this breath is long, this breath is short, or this is breath in, or this is breath out. So this is vitakka. And vicāra would be managing your meditation or planning. Something like, I will breathe in, experiencing whole body. I will breathe out, experiencing whole body. So I manage my meditation, what I will do. Again, it's not managing, I plan like when I go to Teams tomorrow, I will get a food, blah, blah, blah. So it's not that kind. It's exactly what's related to meditation. And this is more like, I would say, sutta meaning of the word vitakka vicāra. So, and now we see the progression, how it's happening, why it's become appliance state thoughts. Like what's happening in the text. So first occurrence of this meaning is in Patisambhida Magga, and we know Patisambhida Magga, it's a little bit latest text. It's not so late as, let's say, Visuddhi Magga, but it's something in the between. The scholars say that it's something between 300 or 500 after the Buddha passed away. So something like 0, like when Jesus was born. What is this? 0. So, and yeah, like... So, and it defines vitakka as abhiniropana. And abhiniropana, it means climbing onto something. So, it defines vitakka as climbing onto object, meaning to kind of overcome object that I not allow object to move anywhere. So, so it's more close to apply thoughts here. Like, I apply my thoughts to the object, I not apply to anything else, exactly to the object in this area. And vicāra described as upavichara, translated as investigation. So it's I would say, second meaning, because sometimes in suttas we may see that vicāra translated is investigation. So it's again it's close to managing, close to planning, but it's not exactly. It's already a little bit like in another direction. And then in Visuddhimagga we can see more further development. It says that vitakka, it's like hitting on the object. When someone hits something, so it's clearly apply thoughts, yeah, hit on the object. So, and vichara, it's more like continuous pressure on the object. So apply thought and sustain thought. And the similes what given in Visuddhimagga, it's like one simile about bell. When someone rings the bell, first sound, it's vitakka, just application of the, let's say, hammer to the bell. And then this continuous, then it's a vichara. It's like more sustained thing. And example, another what is given is about bee. When bee come to the lotus or to any flower, when it's come close, it's just vitakka. It's come close to the flower. And when it's roll around before sitting, like almost sitting, it's vichara. It's more sustained application. And sitting, it's for sure complete absorption when you're close to the object. So, and like, why it's happening? The question is like, what's why thinking and managing and planning become applying thought and sustained thought? So, I mean, we cannot know for sure. But one of the interesting reflection, there is a text where one monk compare Visuddhimagga description of jhana, of the vitakka vichara and all the process, and Hindu text called Patanjali, I guess, something like this. So old Hindu text would even have references in, so all kind of Hindu religious texts would come before the Buddha, so it's more kind of ancient things. And their description of that person gets kind of rid of any sensual experience. There is no any sense, only object. So, and he unites with the object, he becomes one with the object. So the description is the same what we see in Visuddhimagga of kind of absorption jhana, when you don't feel anything, you don't feel body, you don't feel any other sensation, but you feel the object. And for this practice, of course, you cannot watch the breath only, because breath is changing phenomena. You cannot be absorbed in change phenomena. You have to switch after some time to kasina meditation, to just light when object is stable and on only the object. And interesting that in the Hindu text, this precondition for understanding that I am the same with a Brahma, I am the same with this light. So it makes sense. First I become absorbed with something, then I understand, okay, I am the same with this. But in Buddhist thoughts, we need to realize totally opposite. Yeah, I'm not this. Yeah, this is not me. This is not mine. So that's why, like, it just rings a question: where it's come from and what would we like to follow. I kind of leave it up to your reflection today.